Galvan, but you know, he's just pretty undertuned from where you would expect him to be. So it's just you know, unless the
Yeah.
character gets like some uh, revelatory development, it's just kind of a struggle at the moment.
At the moment, yeah. I mean, especially considering like the players you're going to be fighting at this point in the bracket are all going to be like hitting you incredibly hard. Like already 93 onto this Galvan. Like it's going to
That's
be.
the heavy tax.
I know, but they're all going to be hitting you for the most extreme of the heavy tax at this point in the bracket. Like you're going to be fighting like you and Landon and all these players
Wow,
who know how to
down
push
strong
it.
Didn't kill.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised about that, but you know that was very good. That might have been perfect DI. And that up tilt can be deceptively good sometimes.
Yeah.
It just can put you in a weird spot that you don't exactly expect.
Hunter, it looked like maybe had something going there, but unfortunately got swung. Landon able to DI out and swing. So, but all right. Oh man, I am. Well, I saw him on stream earlier. Old Jason and I were commentating, and every time he put out the platform, I was like, this is something. I feel like it's something new and joyous that happens every time.
When you put somebody on the platform
Well,
with Galvan.
just like when he does something interesting, it's like I don't know anything that this guy does yet because I've watched him for like maybe 3 sets total. You know?
Brand new character.
Yeah.
So what Galvan kind of has to do in this matchup is like he doesn't have good movement attributes,
Yeah.
but he does have very active aerials, and
Yeah.
they can be strong at times you don't expect. And then he also has a projectile that, you know, knocks down at a pretty healthy percent. So a lot of how this character kind of operates is like he's just pinning you in the corner. Like, you know, it's not necessarily that he has to put you in the corner, and that's not always the easiest thing to do, but it's more so that like you can't get past him. He's like,
Yeah.
he's almost like a wall of meat. Not that he's like particularly heavy, but just because like he has like one of the things I've found is that it is hard to get past this character. Just like dashing through him is kind of a gamble at times.
Yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense. He's kind of just it's not only that he's quite large himself; it's that he also just has hitboxes that are quite large and tend to shut all that down. But
And so you know, I lost one set to Spades. Galvan was very tired, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I should not have lost to Galvan. But I mean, like he won neutral like 20 times per stock, and like you know, basically what that looked like was, as Galvan, you like try to put somebody in the corner, and then you hit them, and then they try to like get back on stage, and then you send them back out there,
Yeah.
and then they try to get into the center stage if they're in the corner, and then you deny them that, and it's just like a lot of like denying Clairen like the position that she wants.
yeah, I mean it makes sense, but it is tough to deny Landon here. We're looking at 114 on his last stock. Landon, I mean, it looks. I know it's a heavy, but it looks rough here.
Yeah, I mean, this is about what you'd expect.
Yeah. Oh.
And these Galvan's smash attacks are a little bit baffling to me. Okay, Landon trying to go for some silly stuff.
Yep. There's a down smash.
Yeah, I hated that.
Gonna do it in game 1 here.
I hate it when Landon tries to have fun.
Well, you know, you've said this a lot,
Yeah.
and I'm still curious as to why, like, what you don't like. Is this another vegetables kind of situation?
More or less.
Okay, so you think Landon eats too much candy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Justifiable, I would say. But folks,
Can I tell you a little bit of a side thing?
you can.
Okay, so are you familiar with the Loxodon player Gakinga?
I know the tag. Yeah.
So Landon and Gakinga like to play a game mode called the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, which is
Oh,
you play a game with 99 stocks.
Okay.
And whoever gets a 10 stock lead wins. And so they've played this quite a bit. You know, it's usually whoever like runs out of steam first
Yeah.
wins. And I finally get around to playing the Hyperbolic Time Chamber with Gek.
Yeah.
And afterwards he says, we can't do this again. And there's a 2-hour stream of this Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Nobody got a 10 stock lead It went down until Gek had 3 stocks left, and the entire time we were just like playing like neutral into like 2 or 3 piece the whole time, and he was kind of losing it. Like at some point, like the thing I said that relieved the tension was like, yeah, I'm like kind of forcing you to eat your vegetables here. Landon is like, playing against Landon is like having your cake and eating it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, you know, if you can find fun playing against me, that's cool, but that's not my responsibility.
Nope, you will have an unseasoned potato for dinner when you play against me, and you will like it.
I mean, I like it when my stomach feels full.
Hey, at least you're consistent across all aspects. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, yeah, Landon. Oh, what a tech, but
Landon having his cake and eating it too at this lead right now.
yeah, it kind of looks like it a little bit.
Oh, I'm not sure why he took so long to wall jump there.
Okay. Oh, big fair. Yep, that's gonna put Landon up 3 stocks to 1 here. This is looking rough for Hunter. But I mean, we've seen more explosive comebacks from him than this.
I feel like this is especially hard to do with Galvan,
Yeah,
just because like Galvan, you really have to play steady and consistent, and like, you know, wall people out, box them in, and make it hard for them to get a lead.
Yeah.
But it's like once you're down, trying to force your way in when you don't have the advantages, like. I think that it's not impossible, but you know, there has to be some amount of relying on like your opponent is just kind of like, you know, not dialed in anymore, because they're like,
yeah.
oh, I have a huge lead against Galvan, I don't need to try anymore. And that,
Yeah, I mean,
I've certainly felt that a few times playing against this character. It's like, you know, I get a nice healthy lead, and then I'm just like, I don't have to try anymore, and then, you know, they just keep playing steady and consistent.
I think the hard thing about Galvan is that he doesn't really have the "I'm going to kill you" buttons that a lot of the other heavies in this game do. You know,
it's not.
Like Craig and Edalus, they have that, and that's what makes them so scary at any percent and any deficit. Is it's just like, they get one read and it's even. You know,
it's like the thing with Galvan is, you know, he has that slow and steady, consistent like way that he can play, and like. It's almost like it can lull you kind of into a false sense of security, because it's like there's nothing explosive happening. There's nothing to like.
Hunter is so mad in this player cam. He's had like 4 different kill setups, barely not working. It's like, wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like there's nothing explosive with this character that like wakes you back up, that builds you back to like what the lead actually looks like. So it's like, you know, Hunter is clawing this back, and like, you know, Landon has not just been like, okay, this has gone on long enough, I'm just going to go for like back throw F smash, you know?
Oh, man. I've just been watching Hunter's reaction to the player cam this whole time. It's very funny.
But yeah, that is the hard thing about Galvan, is like, while he does okay.
All right. Yeah.
Come on,
Landon has
bring it home, Hunter. I'm sick of this.
Landon has decided we will continue playing. That decision was left entirely in their hands, and they he has decided it is. I'd like to play more Rivals, please.
Oh my god!
I
hate it here.
Oh no!
We almost had justice. Almost had justice.
Something cosmic almost came for Landon there, and by something cosmic I mean Hunter.
Anyway, what I was trying to say earlier was, Galvan has this very slow, methodical, like, kind of boxing you out style that is, like, you know, so lacking in explosiveness that can, like, lull you kind of into a false sense of security. And that can be good, but, like, the problem for Galvan is that he doesn't have another speed that he can go into.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of characters have different speeds that they can play at, and Galvan kind of only has one speed.
Yeah. I think that, and that is true, and that's something I think also that does hold him back a little bit, as you mentioned. But it's like, it's even hard enough just to get into that one speed too, is the other thing, because you just kind of get boxed out in neutral so hard.
It's very specific the way that Galvan has to play, and I do feel like Clairen has like a potential +2 in this matchup, and like it's weird because like I don't like the way that Clairen has to play for that +2. It's very uninteresting. It's very slow. It's basically matching the tempo that Galvan takes because
Yeah.
Clairen can do it better.
Yeah.
Like that, I don't like Landon's not doing that right now. And I try to do it sometimes, but then I'll just kind of be like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna like try to run in and like get a nice big juicy opening.
Yeah. Okay.
I will say that like eating your vegetables as Clairen like is a makes it a +2 matchup, but it's so boring that like even I struggle to do it.
Yeah. I mean, that is kind of how it goes sometimes, though. Against characters like Galvan, where it's like, yeah, I mean, they lose to your one thing, but they actually can't do anything about it. So it's like you lose by trying to have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like trying to play Falco against some fuck-ass melee mid-tier where it's like, yeah, I can just like shoot lasers at you the whole game, but like I would like to go in and like hit you, and then that's when they get you.
I'd
and,
like
throw you off
I'd like
stage.
to down air you, but if I do, I will die.
Yeah.
So I will just continue to shoot lasers.
It's like that.
Yeah.
As I was saying this earlier, I think I said to Hunter and then Landon, but Galvan is clearly not as bad as Melee Bowser, but I do think
Just
that.
top 3?
Oh, there's money in the room.
Should probably do 4. Is
Gal-
that 4? Okay, thanks.
Galvan's clearly not as bad as Melee Bowser, but Galvan right now is kind of the Melee Bowser of this game.
Yeah. Well,
And
folks. Ooh. And that's gonna be the 3-0 for Landon.
All right. Well,
But seems like
it's kind of hard not to expect that outcome. This character is kind of a struggle.
yeah. Well, we're gonna see Landon in winners finals here. We got. Looks like you and Jax will be up next on stream. I imagine it's gonna be winners semis.
I'm waiting until Evan calls me.
Okay. I'm not.
He probably knows where I am.
He should. He should. Is he coming over here? He's coming over here.